Did something else happen between you and Megan that night? Did she do anything to you?
No.
This is our
There was nothing like that done. Like I told other people, it was... I'm telling you everything that happened that night.
Meet Jarrett Davis, the boyfriend, trying to explain what happened to his girlfriend after an overnight argument.
Jarrett, we've talked to everyone. Your story does not match anyone else's that was with you that day. So it's time to...
What doesn't it match?
Jarrett thinks he can walk away from it by telling one lie after another.
I didn't kill her. That's what y'all don't understand. I didn't kill her.
Well, what happened? How did she die?
I don't know.
Why would she tell someone you're about to kill her? And then she died that night.
I don't know.
But what he doesn't realize is that detectives have already found the burned car along with other evidence, and they know exactly what happened to Megan.
Vehicles found off the roadway, burned. You were where the vehicle was found. We have you there at that spot where the vehicle was found.
You don't have me at that spot. I was never on Terminate Road.
Yes, sir, we do.
No.
You know, we have arson experts that were out there that have been doing this for 18 years. He said that was the worst body that he has ever seen in his life.
I mean, I can show you the video.
What do you mean?
If you chasing her down, dragging her lifeless body back to the car, and fumbling, trying to get it in the car, you can shoot her in the car, like you said.
Yeah.
On April 25th, 2024, in Denmark, South Carolina, Megan Faith Bodiford, Jarrett Haskell Davis's girlfriend, sent a final text message to her best friend. Unknowingly, it was a message that would ultimately solve her own murder case. It read, "If you don't hear from me in 30 minutes, call law enforcement. He has a gun, and I think he's going to kill me." Her friend kept calling and texting her for 30 minutes, but she wasn't responding. Then she followed those final instructions and contacted Bamberg County deputies. Megan was soon reported missing, and on April 27th, 2 days later, deputies executed a search warrant at the residence. Megan was nowhere to be found. Instead, they were met by her boyfriend, Jarrett, and their 4-month-old daughter. When questioned about her whereabouts, Jarrett played completely ignorant, claiming he had no idea where she was or what had happened to her. But investigators already had the text message, an unavoidable red flag. As detectives ran a background check on Jarrett, his history quickly caught up with him. He already had an active domestic violence warrant out of another county. That outstanding warrant, combined with Megan's final message, instantly elevated him to the primary suspect. The immediate hurdle for law enforcement was the lack of physical evidence at the scene. There were no visible signs of foul play inside the home, giving them nothing to act on regarding Megan's disappearance. So they played it smart. They arrested him on the existing domestic violence warrant to get him off the streets and buy themselves time. 5 days later, on April 30th, the investigation took a grim turn. Search teams made a horrific discovery. Megan's Ford Explorer parked on an isolated dirt path along Gents Branch Road near Turnray Road, roughly 2 miles from the house. Inside, they found an unidentified body. An autopsy soon revealed the victim was a female, but the fire wasn't what killed her. She had been fatally shot before the car was set on fire. Dental records quickly confirmed the inevitable. It was Megan. The forensic evidence aligned perfectly with the terrifying prediction she had sent to her friend. Now detectives had a murder, and they already had their suspect locked up. They brought Jarrett into the interrogation room, but extracting the truth from him was going to be a psychological battle. In this video, we are going to analyze Jarrett's 3 main interviews, and as always, we'll walk through the court proceedings and the final outcome at the end of the video.
So, I want to go back into detail the last time you saw Megan. We're going to try to retrace everything, and let's start there. I want you to think back, do the best you can, and let's see if we can recreate what all happened, and let's see if we can tie this thing together, okay? So, what day was the last day you saw her?
Thursday.
That Thursday?
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
I think it was Thursday.
Okay, and that's fine. Just do the best you can on remembering. We're going to take a few little notes.
And just for your memory, I guess you were picked up Saturday morning, so if that helps at all with your days. Saturday morning is when you were picked up.
Okay. Still seem right. Thursday night, probably. About what time Thursday night do you remember last seeing her?
I don't remember a time.
Give
She
me-
walked out, I was changing the baby.
All right. Was it daylight? Was it dark?
It was like 12 o'clock at night, past 12, I don't know.
So after midnight.
Yeah.
So we talking after midnight Thursday night, going into Friday morning? Okay. So midnight Friday morning. And you think it was after midnight? So it was late.
Pretty late.
But you and Megan and your baby went and watched it. All right. Y'all watched the game. Did he win or lose?
He lost. They lost bad.
After the baseball game, what'd y'all do then?
We went to Walmart and then tried to supply. My friends came over later at night.
Was this about what time were we thinking here?
Probably 9-ish. 9,
About
10.
9,
We're between 9 and 10.
9 and 10. Who came over?
Bubba Bryant.
Bubba?
Yeah. Will Bryant.
Bubba Bryant. Came over. How long was he over there for?
10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. What did he stop by? Any particular reason?
And so he did something to get converted from me.
He did what now?
So got it converted from me.
Oh, okay. Like a power converter?
No, like catalytic converter.
Oh, catalytic converter.
yeah.
So Bubba comes over, picks some catalytic converter from you, then he leaves.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes. And we're between 9 and 10 p.m. that night. Megan's still at the house.
Yeah.
All right. Did she see Bubba that night? Did she come outside? Or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she stepped out. I went and walked to the car while he was there.
Okay. All right. Catalytic converter, was it back up in your shop or?
He was in the shop.
So you and Bo go in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, y'all leave out. He leaves.
Yeah.
Well, what else we doing that night?
Me and her had sex later at night.
So you and her had sex?
Yeah.
All right. So things were okay
Yeah.
at this point?
Until, like I told you the other day, I didn't. She wanted me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
And you didn't?
Yeah, and then that's when she started getting upset.
All right.
Saying that her for my first baby mama was good enough. She wasn't. Oh,
Okay. All right, so what time do you think this was? I know it's hard to put a time on. I know, just roughly.
I really don't know.
Okay. So somewhere.
So I wasn't really, I don't know.
Okay. All right, so y'all had sex, and then you pulled out.
Yeah.
She got mad.
Yeah.
How'd the argument go? What was going on then?
I just said she was saying that my first baby mom was good enough. She wasn't good enough.
So there was nothing physical Thursday
No,
night?
it was just one-sided heat, really. It was just, she was the one really upset
Okay.
that time.
All right. How long after all this do you think it was before she left? Like, how long do you think she stuck around the house? And
Wasn't too long. Because as the bickering was going back and forth, she was when she left.
okay, did she pack anything or?
Her car was stay packed full of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her car stayed full of stuff.
So she had clothes and all that in
Yeah,
the
she
car
had
already.
it always in her car.
So she could leave in the car at any point in time.
Yeah.
And what did she tell you when she was leaving?
She said that she was leave the baby with me since she always has a baby.
Uh huh.
And I was keeping her for tomorrow for PTI. For her, she had PTI appointment, I think. And she's like, I gotta come back here for PTI.
Okay.
Which the way she left, like, I'm pretty sure I told the other ones this. I thought she was coming right back.
Mm-hmm. Had she have been leaving, where would you have thought she would have went?
I thought she was going to one of her friend's house.
Jarrett lays it out like it's just a normal night. A baseball game, a quick Walmart run, then an argument that he says got out of hand before Megan walked out. On the surface, it sounds simple, but the story doesn't hold. What stands out is how comfortable he is while saying it. That's usually a sign. He mixes in small, checkable details, like a friend stopping by for a catalytic converter, to make the story feel real. Detectives let him keep talking because they already know that timeline isn't going to hold up for long.
But she didn't come back that night.
That's why the next morning, when she called and checked on the baby, I think it was about 9 o'clock that morning, I contacted her mama. I asked if she talked to her at all.
About 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You called her mama?
I texted mama.
Texted.
And her mama called me. Because immediately whenever it started getting weird to me, reached out to everybody. I started reaching out.
Okay. At what point did the sheriff's office or whoever come back and get you that Saturday? I don't know what time they got there.
I don't know. Was it the next morning?
It was early or nothing crazy? Were you already awake?
Yeah.
All right.
Me and David was already up.
All right. You have a smartwatch or anything like an Apple Watch or anything?
Megan did.
Megan did?
Yeah.
Apple Watch or?
Apple Watch.
Okay. You didn't have one?
No.
All right. All right. So, a couple things I do need to ask you about. I got to get some specifics here. You gave us your phone, so we can look through that and see if anything came up. And there were, and not just her phone, not just your phone, but we ended up getting some text messages that Megan sent some of her friends.
Yeah.
That said,
That's what you told me about the last interview.
okay.
I think they showed you the screenshot.
What in the world do you think that's about?
I don't know. She was very dramatic. You didn't see much. She was very
And that's fine.
dramatic with everything. I don't know.
So, at any point, you have a gun to her head?
No.
Tell her you
I don't even have a gun.
Oh.
Actually, a lot, dude. There's a gun at the house. It's not really a gun. It's a pipe that's about this long. It's a 12 gauge little slapstick.
Oh, okay.
Who she sent that text to? Did she call her that night at all?
I think she got.
Okay. Do you know what she was talking about at all?
No.
Detectives introduce a piece of evidence that completely breaks Jarrett's carefully built story, a chilling text Megan sent to a friend at 9:48 p.m. But instead of any shock, Jarrett stays nonchalant, almost like he already knows exactly what that message says. He immediately tries to tear down her credibility, calling her very dramatic. This is exactly how abusive partners often respond. When faced with clear proof of the victim's fear, they try to minimize it by making the victim seem unreliable or exaggerated. In that kind of mindset, they see their actions as justified. But this isn't the only evidence, and as more comes in, the pressure on Jarrett keeps building until he starts to crack.
Between, so, I don't know what time you got home probably, we said 9 to 10 is when Bubba came over.
You said you got home around 7.
7-ish, give or take. Yeah, I just hung out of the house at that point, and 9 to 10 or so, Bubba came by, picked up a catalytic converter, and he left. Did you and him go anywhere together? Y'all was just in the yard. Y'all didn't leave, and he was only there a short period of time. And if at any point I say something that's not right, please tell me. After he leaves, you stay outside anymore? Or you go back in the house, or?
I'm not really too sure how soon I went back in the house.
Okay. Eventually, you go back in the house.
Yeah.
That's when you and Megan have sex.
Yeah.
The bedroom? I mean, I don't know.
On the couch.
On the couch? Yeah. All right.
But Megan's the only one that left that house. You stayed the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Until the next morning around 11. That's when you went to your grandma's. All right. So, we got another thing that actually, Peter, I don't remember what this is called. So this is, I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. He's my guru.
We get some fancy stuff off of phones and stuff. It's called health data. So one of the things I do is I'm good at tracking people on their phones and looking at health data, and that tells a lot about what someone does. And we got your health data for you that night. So that's what you just got pointed out here.
So we got a lot of, around 10 p.m.-ish, give or take, it's got you're doing a lot of walking from 10 to, let's just say 10 to, for a good solid hour. A lot of walking where we're looking at over a mile and a half of distance covered. Like, not just making circles in the yard, but a lot of walking. Like, you walk down the road and things like that. Where would you have been going at that point?
Walking where?
Nowhere.
I walked back from the shit to the house.
Yeah, well, that ain't, yeah.
And here's the thing. I went through your health data for the whole day and analyzed it, and I can see, the short distance stuff like that. These are massive movements.
Significant.
This is not like you just walking to and from the shed, or even walking like to and from your parents. Probably this is like massive amounts of walking.
I didn't walk anywhere. So I had a baby that night.
So Jarrett, what I want to know, I mean, I feel like there's more to it that you're just not telling us. And I just want to know, did something else happen between you and Megan that night? Did she do anything to you?
No.
This is our
There was nothing like that done. Like I told other people it was. I'm telling y'all everything that happened that night.
I got it, and I feel like you told me a good bit. I just feel like we're leaving out just a little bit of key details because during some of this all this walking was from 10 p.m.-ish to a little after 11. And I don't think Megan's at the house at that time. I think Megan's already gone.
What time?
Between 10 p.m. to 11:30 or so, you're doing a lot of walking, and I don't think Megan was there anymore. I think Megan had already left.
Around 11:30, 12 is when she left.
Yeah. Well, no, I think she left before 10.
No, his Bubba was there then.
Right. And Bubba saw and talked to Megan.
I'm pretty sure she stepped out and went to get something in her car when he was there.
But he was only there a little while.
Yeah.
And then maybe she left really close after he left. But I think at midnight at this point, I think she's been gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Up until now, Jarrett had stuck to his story without budging. He never left the property after Megan supposedly drove away. The thing about today's world, though, is that phones don't lie, and detectives know exactly where to look. His Apple Health data shows he was actively moving, but the GPS paints a clearer picture. Between 10 p.m. and 10:42 p.m., those coordinates show him moving more than 1.5 miles, right in the exact window when Megan was murdered. And here's the part that doesn't bend. The distance from where her body was found back to the house is exactly 1.6 miles. That's evidence no charm can talk its way around. No alibi survives that kind of map.
It's just very odd. Something don't add up. And I don't know if something happened to where, it was just a breaking point, but it looks like you were walking back from Turnray Road and back to your house. And then, I guess, maybe through the woods or something, is there like a pond somewhere behind or some kind of body of water?
Behind where your grandparents or parents live?
Somewhere?
I don't think so.
Between them and the hospital?
No, there's a horse field.
But not a pond. No body of water. Because it looks like you went to a body of water also. After all this walking from Turnray Road back to your house, and then looks like you went to a pond, through the woods and stuff, and then...
I never went to Turnray Road that night.
You know where Turnray Road is?
Yeah, that's where they found. Y'all trying to say I put Megan there and I didn't.
I'm putting you there because I believe we have some coordinates that put you at Turnray Road.
We're not stupid. We know what happened, but this is your time to just tell us what happened.
And explain why.
What happened to make this happen? No, but listen to me. Something happened that night. She might have just pissed you off, driving you nuts.
No, there was nothing like that.
But here's the thing.
To her.
Here's the thing. We know what happened. We know what happened.
No, because I didn't do anything to her.
Jared, we've talked to everyone. Your story does not match anyone else's that was with you that day. So it's time to...
What doesn't it match?
Your time frame and everything is not matching up with anyone else we've talked to. I've talked to probably 15, 20 people around the area and everything, and everyone you've mentioned today, I've talked to. And nothing you're saying... I get you went to Walmart, did all that and stuff, but your time frames after don't match. I'm being honest with you.
You're excluding some very key points.
What am I excluding?
Pretty much the time where Megan was killed.
How?
You're leaving that part out.
I didn't kill her. That's what y'all don't understand. I didn't kill her.
Well, what happened? How did she die?
I don't know.
Why would she tell someone you're about to kill her? And then she died that night.
I don't know.
I mean,
That's pretty damn convenient. I mean,
that is.
I mean, we're looking at like a less than an hour. That I mean,
very less. I mean,
I didn't. I'm telling you, I didn't kill her.
I mean, if my wife sent a text to someone like that, I mean, and she was found missing, I mean, geez.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand how it looks.
I mean, how would you think?
Whenever she left that night, I was with my child.
All right. So obviously we have this text, which is completely odd. Let's just say.
I understand that.
All right. Jarrett's about to kill me. If I'm not here and you don't hear from me in 30 minutes, call the law. Her vehicle is found.
Why wasn't the law called that night then?
Don't know. The only person I can ask is who she sent the message to. Don't know why it wasn't. Vehicle's found off the roadway. Burned. You were where the vehicle was found. We have you there at that spot where the vehicle was found.
You don't have me at that spot. I was never on Turnway Road.
Yes, sir, we do.
No. I physically was never on Turnway Road that night. Whenever we turned around going to the gas station, was not on Turnway Road.
Where
It was past Turnway Road.
Where that vehicle was, we have you there. Where that vehicle was at. So,
Ain't no way.
I mean, it's so much stuff. It just
No, but there's no way because I was never on Turnway Road that night. That's the thing. I was like me physically. I was never on turn. We passed it on the way to before we turned around. Yeah, but I was never physically on Turnway Road.
You can clearly hear Jarrett's voice change when the lead detective drops all pretenses and directly accuses him. More proof of his involvement emerges from the same friend who received the text message. According to her, after several attempts to call Megan at 9:50 p.m., Megan answered, and for a second, she heard the sound of an argument before the line went dead. GPS data adds even more detail to the timeline of the murder. According to that data, by 10:20 p.m., both Jarrett's and Megan's phones were moving together, which means Jarrett was keeping both phones in his pocket. Now detectives are about to find the answer to one crucial question. Why did he try to destroy evidence by setting the car on fire?
So here, let me do it. Let me just tell you this. So I'm going to read you a little timeline of what we have documented for. So at 9:48, you get that. She gets that text sent out to her friend. Okay. 9:50, she hears you on the phone. Some kind of arguing, hangs up. Okay. At 10:20, both y'all's phones are moving together right there. And then at 10:42, you send a text message, call me ASAP, it's emergency. But during the 10 to 10:42 time frame, I got you walking 1.58 miles, okay? And guess what? Guess how far it is from where her body was to your house?
How far?
1.8.
no,
I'm at 1.6. So right there.
straight line.
Straight line.
1.6 miles.
And if you look on Google Earth, it is a straight shot to get to it.
To where
I mean,
vehicles found.
it's not like we just have one thing saying you're there. I mean, everything is
Well, I was
adding
never there. That's the thing.
But here's the thing. Between 9:50 and pretty much 11, you're rolling. I mean, you're hauling ass. You're walking fast. I mean, you're doing all this stuff.
They're all over the place, man. Like, trying to get the hell out of.
And all you're saying is that you were just walking from your shed to your house. I mean, I've seen where you live. It's not that far of a walk. I mean, you probably walk the hallway. And I mean, I can see during the day you walking back and forth. And
But I never left the house that night. That's the thing.
then how did you walk 1.58 miles between 10 and 10:42 if you didn't leave the house? You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I didn't. I said I had my child that night.
Okay. I mean,
We know she was there. We knew.
and you had a baby monitor that you could hold and watch. So
Yeah, but it don't work a mile away from the house.
I'm trying to show you what we're seeing because, you know,
It looks bad. There's nothing that looks.
Yeah, but I'm
There, it looks bad. There's nothing. I mean, you do not have. I mean, everything's pointing to you right now. So if something happened,
that's the thing. Nothing happened.
I mean, who would do this to her? Who would kill her, drive her down
Why would I kill her?
a ditch, and burn the car.
Well, why would I?
And let me just say, we have arson experts that were out there that have been doing this for 18 years. He said that was the worst body that he has ever seen in his life. He's been doing this for 18 years. That body was burned so bad that in 18 years, that is the worst body he has ever seen. Who would do that to Megan, given that you know her the best? Who would do that?
It was personal. Whoever did it, it was personal. It wasn't something random. It was personal. They didn't want anything left, any kind of traces of anything.
I don't know. I'll give you everything. I give you all that.
And Jared, you're gonna go back. You're gonna go back over to the county. You're gonna lay there.
Yeah.
I mean, everything points to you. So the only thing we can do is get an understanding on why.
I didn't do it though. That's the thing. Y'all wanted me so bad. And
I don't. I want it to be whoever did it.
That's the thing. I mean,
The problem is it's all pointing towards you.
and I'm a hard evidence data person because that stuff doesn't lie.
I understand.
And I know it's hard for you, okay? We're not trying to pin anything on you.
Listen, I didn't hurt her tonight.
I know. And I'm not I'm not coming here trying to be like, yep, you did it. But I'm just, you got to look at what we're looking at.
I understand. I know everything was bad for me, but I was with that baby that night.
Okay.
Whenever she left, I was with that baby. Whenever things started getting weird the very next morning, it wasn't like I was trying to hide the fact that I didn't know where she was. I reached out in time and it started getting weird to me. I've tried to help in every way possible. I wasn't trying to hide or anything. Do you think if I'd have done that, I would have ran?
The interview you just watched was Jarrett's first, and he stuck to his story the entire time, holding on to his lies and made up alibis. Afterward, detectives brought him back in for a second interview, where he eventually broke under the weight of the guilt he had been carrying about the murder. But at first, he changed his story once again, this time claiming Megan's death was completely self-inflicted.
All right, Jared. You know Peter, you know myself. We've talked a couple times. I just read you some warrants. You've had a lot here. You said indicate you want to tell me your side. We'll just let you talk to me, okay? Tell me what happened.
Well, I didn't. It wasn't a 410.
Okay.
And when we left that night to go up to the gas station, she was still alive.
Okay.
When I turned around, we went back to the house. We were still out there by the cars. And I had a 38.
Okay.
And whenever we was arguing, I was getting out. And then we was arguing, she grabbed it. When she grabbed it, she pulled it to her and said, "What about me?" And just like that, it went off.
Okay.
And when it went off, it just all happened so fast.
I understand. Well, I told you the other day I felt like something happened.
Yeah.
I
But
felt
it wasn't like I tried to kill her or not. Like when she grabbed it and pulled it to her, it just went off.
Okay.
And then there was so much blood, she didn't have a pulse.
Right. So what'd you do then, man?
I just got in the car and drove, and we didn't go straight to Turnway Road. I wanted to get to the hospital, but she didn't have a pulse, and I was scared. And I passed the hospital, went and took a right, and went down Voorhees, back to Turnway.
Okay. So you come in off 4 East to turn right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And went down there, and my phone was still at the house the whole time. Then when this was happening, my phone was actually in the yard. Okay. This happening. And went down there, and then I just lit all the clothes in the back.
Okay. Did you pour any kind of gas or anything on the car?
No.
How did you get from Turnway on the power line back home?
I walked back.
You walked back?
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody else helped you?
No.
At all? You got to be relieved. Not as to what happened.
Yeah.
But try to get it off your chest.
Never supposed to.
Nah, and domestic stuff always gets tricky, babe. I mean, it always, you can love someone with every breath you take, and then, things kind of go bad.
Well, she grabbed the gun and pulled it. I don't know if she hit it or what. It went off.
Why were you?
Should know better.
She
deserve better.
She's done better than you. You wouldn't say that. I mean, so let's back up away from there just a little bit, and during the day, kind of walk me back through that. Was what you told me the other day true about during the day?
Yeah.
You know, y'all had fussed.
Yeah,
I think you said you and Falcon had rode somewhere to come home when she'd thrown some stuff out in the yard.
Oh, that was true. I never tried forcing my way in her house. Nothing like that. I had a key.
Okay.
When I went to her house, we talked. Everything was fine.
Okay.
All that was truth. All that was the truth.
After y'all left her house,
We went back to my house, and she took a shower, was getting ready to go to a baseball game. I went down to my grandma's.
Okay.
All that was true. Went to a baseball game. That was true. Went to Walmart and tried to spy at that. That was true. Went back to the house. Everything was. Bubba came. All that was true.
And Bubba's Bubba Bryant.
Yeah.
Okay. What did Bubba come there for?
Get a converter.
Bubba didn't help you do anything or see anything, witness anything. None of your friends helped you.
No.
Okay.
There's nobody else involved.
So Bubba comes to your house, grabs a converter,
Leaves.
and leaves.
She was still alive then.
When did y'all start arguing again?
It was after we had sex.
So y'all have sex. Is
All
that
was
part true?
Yeah, all that was true.
Okay.
And then the reason why she was mad was true. Got wouldn't nut in her. All that was true.
What did you do with her then? What did you do?
I grabbed her and I started yelling, and just there was so much blood. And I checked her pulse, and she didn't have pulse. And I went and checked on the baby, and I went to go take her to the hospital. But she was already gone.
All right. Did you take her out of the driver's seat or out of the bus? How'd you take her to the hospital?
I just scooted over.
You just kind of slid in beside her?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was the baby at then? Did you leave the baby home panicky or did you?
No, the baby was already in a seat from us going earlier.
I got you. So she hadn't even taken the baby out of the seat in the car. Okay.
Well, no, the baby was inside, but was still in the car.
Facing a growing mountain of evidence, Jarrett realizes denial is no longer an option. So he shifts strategy and moves into a minimized confession. According to this new version, they were arguing outside when Megan grabbed his handgun and the gun simply went off. This kind of partial admission is common. By accepting the facts he can't deny, he tries to control the part that matters most, intent. But his version starts to fall apart immediately. In a real accident, a partner calls 911, gives aid, and asks for help. Jarrett did none of that. Instead, he destroyed evidence, something that does not align with the nature of an accidental incident at all.
So you grabbed a car seat, put it in the car, and you start at the hospital. You realize.
Yeah, I just panicked.
And how'd you get the baby back home? Would you?
I carried it home.
Carried the baby all the way home in the car seat? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So when I'm trying to understand, when you kind of slid her over in the car and got in and drive, she's actually still in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Would you sit beside her, kind of laid over? What did she laid over the console or laid back or? Okay. So you realize it's gone. You panic. You go down. Turn right.
I go down, take a right. I go around the curve where it turns 35.
Yeah.
In Denmark.
Yeah.
Do that first right. And
Back over to Voorhees. So you come back.
another right. You go down Voorhees, and I went down turn right. I took a right on for turn right.
Okay.
And I was going back to the house, but then I realized that, what am I going to do at the house?
Gotcha.
And I just pulled off that gut and grabbed a baby and just lit everything in the ladder.
Okay.
I didn't have no gas. I didn't have nothing let out. Just a bunch of clothes in the car. That's what I lit.
Gotcha. What did you do with the pistol?
Put the pistol in the trash can.
Which one?
The house trash.
Is it still there? We've got the pistol for you.
Nobody got a pistol for me. I got all the trash together, all the trash cans outside and everything else. And Earl took it off for me.
Earl took trash off.
He didn't know the pistol was in there. He didn't know anything about that.
Gotcha. And you're standing beside her car,
Yeah.
and you got the gun. How do you have the gun?
I just had to go just holding it just in my hand.
Okay. You told her you was go.
And when we were talking, just yelling back and forth, she grabbed it and just pulled it to her. And she said, "What about?" I think she would say, "What about me?" And it just went off.
Gotcha. What drove you to that point? I mean, what drove you to make you feel that like
Slowly letting everybody down. Slowly letting everybody down. Just be a piece
But you're not.
Well, I appreciate you meeting with us. I mean, I know it's a lot, but now your kids can look at you as being an honest man, and I mean, seriously, you gotta think about that. They're gonna be able to know that their dad was an honest man and did the right thing, and I think that should mean a lot to you. It really should.
And this is a process. There's a process that we've got to go through. When the solicitor or whoever is handling things, myself and Peter can sit down and say, listen, he came forward and he said, well, his side of things, he took responsibility. Okay? But there's a process. You got anything you want, anything that I haven't asked you? It's all right, babe. It's all right. It's all right. You got anything you want to ask us?
Jarrett was interviewed 3 times, and as you can see, in 2 of them, he does everything he can to dodge the murder charges, painting himself as a grieving boyfriend. But detectives needed a confession. For the final interview, they sat him down and gave him a chance to tell the truth. And this time, they had evidence he couldn't lie his way out of. Clear surveillance footage showing exactly what he had done that night.
We've been working on this nonstop, and I appreciate you manning up and telling us what you did tell us. We've just got a couple inconsistencies we need to clear up. And I know this is weighing on you. Remember how you said DVR don't record?
Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
What you told us don't match. You want to just get it off your chest and tell us what really happened. I mean, I can show you the video.
What do you mean? Like what?
Of you chasing her down, dragging her lifeless body back to the car, and fumbling, trying to get it in the car. You didn't shoot her in the car like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be weighing on you because you've given a half-truth, but you still have to have, I mean, you're human.
Yeah.
I know you love your baby. I know you loved her. It's just, we're at this point, we just need to know the truth. It's not going to change the outcome. I mean, you could tell, no, I'm not going to say nothing. I mean, everything still moves forward. I'm giving you a chance to get it off your chest, and that way we can know exactly what happened, and this stuff doesn't get all drug out in court in front of her family, and, you just don't want all that. I mean, do you want to tell me what really happened?
Well, the gun did accidentally go off. That wasn't an accident. That honestly was an accident.
But you chased her down with a gun. I mean, she knew you had that gun because she come out that door, saw that gun, and took off running.
No, she got running because I had her keys. She was going to the neighbor's house. That's why I was leaving in the car.
And you left for a while and then came back with the car.
Yeah.
Well, where'd you go?
That's why I was going to the hospital, but...
Why didn't you put her in the passenger seat? Why'd you put her in the driver's seat?
That was just the closest door.
How many times did you shoot her?
Once. When the gun accidentally went off, it just...
Was it a hollow point?
Mm-mm.
What was it?
Just regular.
Just a regular target ammo?
Yeah.
Outlaw ammo?
Where did it hit her? On the left side?
It'll be her right side.
Her right side. Right there.
He had confidently assumed that the security camera at his home was broken, a false sense of security that gave him the courage to lie about an accidental shooting and nearly everything else. But the detectives weren't finished. They uncovered physical evidence that directly contradicted another one of his lies. The weapon he claimed caused Megan's death. Jarrett insisted it was his .38 caliber handgun, but the autopsy told a far darker story. Medical examiners found rat shot, a type of ammunition typically fired from a shotgun like the .410 he was known to own, embedded in Megan's head. When all the facts are lined up, chasing her, shooting with a shotgun, and attempting to burn her remains, the full picture becomes clear. Jarrett's carefully crafted persona as a grieving boyfriend was nothing more than a mask for his brutal and calculated actions.
What would you say if I told you they recovered rat shot from her brain? Or buckshot? I mean, could have been from a 410, could have been rat shot in a 38. I mean, we see you drop the gun, so we knew you had a black handgun. You didn't lie about that. You know, everybody talks about your sawed-off shotgun, your 410. Where's that at? Because I know it was there just before we got there. Someone saw
I got all that out from the trash.
the 410.
What number? Probably as long as that.
That night?
The 410 and the handgun got thrown out in the trash. Because I got somebody telling me they saw that gun in your shop right before we arrived.
No.
Okay.
So did you use the 410 at all that night? Like after the fact? Kind of.
Not at all.
Why didn't you call us?
I was scared, honestly.
I mean, if it's an accident, I mean, if my wife and I were fighting and I had a gun and she grabbed it and went off, I'd be calling the ambulance. I mean, that's what's got you in a pickle.
Yeah, I know. But in all honesty, I was scared.
I mean, you changed your clothes I don't know how many times. Then the black ski mask and black clothes, what was all that for? To get back to the house and people not recognize you?
Yeah.
And you still want to say that you just lit some clothes and didn't use an accelerant? Because, mind you, Sled Arson has completed their report on the findings of the vehicle and the ground and everything else. So what did you use to set the fire?
Oil.
Oil? Okay. Where's the baby during all this?
Is that?
Okay. Where's the baby when you took the car down? Leave the baby at the house?
Yeah.
Okay. That's important. You know, because like I said, you're a human, not a monster. I couldn't see the baby in the car, but I couldn't imagine you doing all that with the baby in the car. So I got a notebook prepared.
So the timeline, I just want to make sure I'm accurate. So you said the gun went off, dragged your body to the car, you left. You said you were heading towards the hospital?
The first time I was about to pull up with my grandparents.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do that then. So then I went to go towards the hospital, and then I was checking her pulse and everything, looking at her. She was, you know what I'm saying? It was, so I turned around, like half.
Bullfrog Road?
No, it was, I turned around on Highway 70. As a U-turn.
Past the hospital or before the hospital?
Before the hospital. It was like turn right in the hospital. It was right in the middle of them. It was right before you got them trailers.
And then you went back to the house to try to figure out what your next move was going to be. Yeah, you should have pulled in the hospital, but I'm sure you're beating yourself up about it constantly.
Got one more thing I want to know what this is.
What's that in your hand?
That looks like the
A belt. That's when you're facing after your left hand. By the
So I
side.
had clothes in my hand. I had her keys, and I had a shirt in my hand.
So it looks like something like long. Like when you watch this video, it looks like it's long.
I had a shirt in my hand. I had her keys in my hand. I had
I had my phone, my wallet stuff, and her keys, and my shirt. I was wearing a tank top, like a white beater.
And you had her phone or your phone?
I had my phone. Her phone she had, and then
What was in her pocket?
I think she was holding it. She didn't have pockets.
You just
But whenever it happened, I grabbed it off the ground.
put it in the car with her.
Yeah, it was in the car with her.
So I know it's going to be hard, but I need you to try to walk me through when you're running over there to her, what happens? Like, how does the gun go off? I mean, are you, like, close with her? Like, just trying to, I know it's going to be hard, just try to walk me through a little bit of how that went down.
When we were walking back, she was yelling, and I was walking back, and then I turned to her, and I just wouldn't put my hands up. Like, I just wanted to grab her face till she'd chill out, and the gun went off.
How long did it take her to die?
To me, it looked like instantly.
Ain't no sounds, no nothing.
And just,
So she never saw it coming.
Did you have any idea we'd probably get footage of kind of what took place? I mean, I know you said you couldn't get into it, but...
yeah.
Anything else you can think of? We just want to make sure we kind of get a clear picture because, it's a tough situation, but, we've been honest with you, you've been honest with us. I mean, you got nothing to lose at this point. We just want to make sure, if someone knew something and someone else, we just got to know everything because, you know how this community is. The rumor mills are spreading. People are trying to accuse other people of, being your accomplices, helping out with stuff and knowing stuff and help set it up. And it's just like, I'm trying to prevent someone else from getting shot because they think that someone else helped you.
You know what they say, the truth shall set you free. That's why we're giving you the chance. So this is the same story you're going to give it to God one day when you look at him face to face. He knows. Now,
But if it comes to anybody helping or knowing, and
That's just my big thing right now.
I ain't tell a soul, not nobody, anything.
In November 2025, Jarrett Davis stood in a Bamberg County courtroom and pleaded guilty to murder, possession of a weapon during a violent crime, third-degree arson, and desecration of human remains. The judge handed down 43 years on the murder charge alone. The remaining counts added 5 years for the weapon, 15 for the arson, and 10 for the desecration of remains. He'll spend the next 43 years behind bars. Thanks for choosing Red Bear Interrogations and watching today's breakdown. If there's a case you want walked through step by step, or an interrogation you want analyzed, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.